Oh. We are no longer picking up signals from the Einstein and lost contact with both its PA and its crew. 5 crew members lost. The science ship is lost. And the stellar object, the comet itself, lost. You know what? I think ramming it might be the safer option in some cases, because I feel like if we're just sat still boarding the ship while we're in this storm, we're just going to be in this storm even longer. We lost contact with the professor. Their last transmission indicated the collision between the two ships ignited the surrounding hydrogen. This caused a huge electrical arc of energy. All systems shut down simultaneously. They blew up the hydrogen! Well, there goes another science ship, I guess. Yeah, we should increase the amount of science that the research lab gets. Assistant promotion. That's 30 research there, but it means that we get 3 units every 5 cycles instead of 1. But I don't have the science points. So I'm just stuck right now. Just stuck, running the game on maximum speed, trying to get anything to happen. So, yeah. I started a new game. There's several reasons for this. The main one, right now, is this. I've backed myself completely into a corner with the tech lab. So I spent the first 3 episodes, I think, not even realizing that you could actually click on the individual things you researched to research more stuff within them. If I had managed to actually research the tech lab upgrades, then I would have a lot more upgrade points than I do. Right now, at its absolute basic, the tech lab is only producing 1 science every 3 months or something ridiculous like that. And yeah, I've run out of science in the local system to acquire anymore. So I really backed myself into a corner. Plus, I've made a huge number of errors and mistakes in missions and stuff like that that have cost me dearly. Also, in the science department, at least 2 planets on this thing that have an enormous amount of science that we could have got. Actually 3. We failed to get because of bad decisions. The wrong decisions were made, whatever. So I have essentially crippled myself. Now, it's possible to still recover this game, but I would have to spend probably years in this system, which would mean I'd run out of iron, the hull integrity would probably collapse, plus also the population would probably get very miserable with me being here for years and not progressing the mission, or so that I could actually complete the Protagoras thing and get progressing past the initial, or this current roadblock that is 17 research. 17 research I need at 1 research every 3 months. Yeah. So, game over on this save. But don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through all of the beginner stuff all over again. I'm going to play through as quickly as I can and get myself back to where we were at the end of last episode, just with more research points. And hopefully more alive crew. So I'll see you in a second. Ah, there we go. It's as easy as that, right? Yeah, it's about 10 hours of gameplay gone in an absolute flash. No big deal. Easy peasy. No worries. Don't worry about it. Okay. Welcome to take 2, I suppose, of Ixion, but we don't talk about it. This just never happened. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. I don't know why my hull integrity is minus 64 right now. There we go, plus 15. That's better. So let me take you through the 3 sectors that I've got so far, I suppose. I have taken the opportunity to completely reorganize everything and sort of optimize and stuff like that. It is one thing about Ixion, I tell you. You do get your bang for buck. I tell you, 10 hours. I'm only halfway through the... I'm not even halfway through the storyline, I don't think, but I'm halfway through the Tiqqun, I suppose. Or getting there, at least, anyway. So, Sector 1 very much kind of follows on from Sector 1 previously. I've got the steel mills, all 3 of them set up over here at the moment. I'm turning them off depending on how much iron I've got to process at the moment. I have a lot of storage bays dedicated to alloy. We've got Sector 2 here. Now, Sector 2 obviously filled up a lot of the food initially, but I'm going to be reducing the amount of food that Sector 2 does and specializing in, once again, industry. The next thing I want to do in Sector 2 here is create the waste treatment plant. Obviously, I need to rearrange this business down here because it's just not working out. So I might move this over here and move this down in the corner or something just to make enough room. But ultimately, we're going to have quite a lot of non-working population here because this is where our colony training center is. So I'm thinking we possibly get cell housing over here in this top corner here, or we can put it down here maybe. We can just have the non-working population here as well as we've got the polymer factory and the silicon, the electronics factory. Food-wise, we're at 94%. That's slightly concerning. That means that the population thawing out at the moment in the cryopods is starting to outdo our food supply. We got a mushroom wall here as well. Lots of waste. I could add another mushroom wall. These are quite good. Creating food. This is definitely going to be our food sector. Population sector. And, well, and industry, I suppose. And, you know, an industrial sector for alloys, at least. Alloys alone. And cryogenics, I guess. But yeah, there we go. We got some wasted space in this corner here as well, because there was something else going on there, but now it's a DLS center. There we go. I think you're all caught up. Now, we are pretty much where we were, you know, at the end of the last episode. We're still in this sector. I've done a bunch of exploring. I have, this time, not lost as many science ships. This is my second science ships. It would turn out that this particular asteroid is just better avoided altogether. If you're playing, just avoid it. Just don't even bother, because whatever you do there, you just lose a science ship. It was weird, because I took a different approach, and something different happened that killed the science ship. The team, my science team, seemed to have been replaced by some imposters who are not who they say they were. They say they're the science team. They have the memories of the science team, but they do not scan as the human scientists. So I remote self-destructed the ship and killed them all. Well, I'm not having alien imposters coming back onto my freaking ship, because I know that will be biting me in the ass later on. That ain't happening. Right. We are now in orbit around the Protagoras with our extendable, you know, and we need to dedicate 100 alloys and 60 polymers, and you can see my resource situation is much healthier than it was as a result of restarting. So let's go ahead and do that, and we need a ship that needs to be assigned to do all the things with the things and such things. Okay, well, shortest time is probably the mule, but the polymers come easy from the quicksilver. All right. Oh no, there we go. The wallow, zero transit time. Let's do it. Right. Let's hope that Sector 1 gets its head out of its ass and stops being a grumpy little bitch. Now we are in frosty sector, which means every now and again our solar panels take an absolute beating, and that means that I need to go out and repair them, otherwise, you know, power cuts and stuff, and that means that my hull integrity absolutely dive bombs. So as soon as we're done with the Protagoras here, I'm moving to Devil 59 so that we can then repair the hull, deal with the colony over here. One thing I suppose I didn't do in the Let's Play, I'm sorry, I skipped that bit, but yeah, I've completed the colonization test program over here, which they've analysed at 2.73% chance of successful colonization of a frozen wasteland. Yeah, who would have thought? I wouldn't have even ranked it that high, mate. If they win in a year, everybody would be really pissed off and would probably just kill themselves. Anyway, there we are. Hull integrity keeps flashing like weird. Okay, and there we go. I think we're all caught up. So we'll see what happens once all the supplies are delivered to the Protagoras here. This is ongoing, and we can get on with the next step of this storyline. Are we going to dig them out? Are we going to tow them out? Maybe of this frozenness? I don't know. We will see. Alrighty, here we go. The science ship team has completed. Okay. We spoke with the crew of the Protagoras. It is clear that most now wish to pursue a different goal than exoplanet colonization. With their Ixion calculator stolen by the UN and their ability to generate vol coordinates with it, they say they will no longer attempt to reach Remus. Instead, the Protagoras will become a place for life in perpetual displacement. As there are only 2 sectors of the ship functional, however, the crew accept that they must reduce their numbers if they are to have a chance to endure such an existence. While some will leave the Protagoras with heavy hearts, comforted only by the knowledge that they are giving their crewmates the best odds of survival, many more will actually wish to join us on the Tiqqun and see the mission to reach Remus through to the end. We must welcome them on board the Tiqqun before we leave the system and the Protagoras behind. Okie dokie. Sweet. So how many? 200. All right. We're definitely going to need some cell housing then. So let's go ahead and get one of these cell houses installed here. 90 alloys. Are actually like running a little low on alloys since I spoke to you like 2 seconds ago. Remarkably, burned most of it. Just trying to find. Come on, there's got to be like an iron field around. An iron field around here somewhere. We can just do a little replenishing. Can I get the ice in there as well? Yep, there it is. Okay. Because there is some iron still around actually, and hopefully the guys will go get that because they have got iron as top priority on the Wallow and the Bulwark. Now the Wallow is finished shipping load of supplies over. The Bulwark is going to... Let's get the Quicksilver on that, not you. Yeah, Sector 3 I suppose can have some. Let's get the Quicksilver, get some most of the people because that Sector 2 is going to be the one with the cell housing on 90. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You need to get that repaired, like, pronto. Because battery power is only going to last so long. There we go. Silence with your whining. Okay, and our hull integrity took a beating from that. Okay, our food is still good. Right, good. Okay, can we... Sector 2 accident. Can we leave now? I don't see why we need to stay here, right? Science ship do not have a full crew. Okay, science ship back to Tiqqun. Re-crew yourselves because, again, 2 of them decided to stay behind after meeting with the Eldars. Okay, we're going to get ourselves to Devil. Did we do anything back? Okay. Oh, hello. Hey, save a copy of the Protagoras PA. Leave the Protagoras. He will use a copy of Tiqqun's PA to replace the inactive PA of the Protagoras. Brute forcing, bypass. The PA of the Protagoras will be transferred and stored within the Tiqqun. Okay. Naomi protocol, I guess. The protocol, right? Protocol for a reason, I guess. I don't know. The longer I stay here, the more likely I'm going to take more hull damage, though. So I need to get moving soon. You're out of silicon, so you can shut down, right? We are out of iron, and if we don't jump out of here as soon as we can, unless these bloody cargo ships pull their thumb out their ass and actually go and get this iron. But the good news is we have got the final tech tree of stuff we can out.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
When does it not? Constructs and stores drones can be used to quickly transfer up to 10 units of resource at a time between sectors. Lovely. Train station. Yes. Water treatment. Nuclear power. Hydrogen. That's what you need hydrogen for. Health centers. Hull temple. Cult of the hull.
The Protagoras is reactivated and operational.
Lovely.
We have received the Etimanenki's full signature.
Uh-oh.
Act with caution when facing this UN superstructure.
Caution?
We are ready to follow to reach Remus.
Okay, well...
Nothing
good.
is holding us back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of holding back stuff. You know, there's the whole kind of colony that we've got going on. Maybe. Repatriate the colonists. Sever communication. Leave them! They were aware of what they signed up for. Brutal. Repatriate. I'm not that savage, but that is joyfully savage, I gotta admit. Right, okay, let's see if we can gather this remaining stuff here. Get the hull back up and kind of in a good nick. Right, okay. Ready for extraction, 60 colonists. End that, then? Good. We are done here, ladies and gents. We are done here. I think it's urgently time to move. We need to find new sources of iron. Like, now. Because that's it. Alright, I think all the ships are in, so I don't know how to ground them. Basically, tell them to stop going out. Alright, here we go.
Charge. In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before volt jump initiation.
Okay, where's that freaking cargo ship? Is it docked? I don't think we got any cargo ships out. I think they're all in, right? I think. I gotta move because we're out of alloy. The hull isn't doing anything. It's almost charged. Yeah, this is a dangerous time because obviously, you know, the hull integrity collapses when you jump anyway.
Ixion engine.
Let's go. Imagine if we left the colonists there and then we jumped from the colonist planet. Bearing in mind that the drive causes cataclysms every time it frickin' fires up. It would have just wrecked the colonist planet. We would have just stranded down there. That would have been savagery. Oh, I like that reverse thrust thingy-majiggy. Oh, crap, what the hell is that? Oh, I think we found the K. Whoa! That's a lot of debris. I think we're not going to be short on alloys, assuming we can actually salvage that stuff.
Running preliminary diagnostics. Expected irreversible damage to the Tiqqun detected. We have not reached the exoplanet Remus. Tiqqun primary sensors are picking up vast amounts of debris. Act with caution, Administrator. We must reach Remus.
Alright. So we have to immediately address the whole freaking situation with alloy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dismantle these guys here because they're not being used. They're empty. They're powered down. Right. Just get some freaking alloy into the boxes to get these guys working in. Right. +6. Good.
A new request awaits your attention.
Alright. New request. The crew is encouraged by how many survivors we have brought aboard the Tiqqun. The increased population reinforces the feeling that our goal of saving humanity is achievable. New crew members working from cryonic pods are now part of something bigger than themselves. Okay, great. Thanks for the trust bonus. That's lovely. We have +6 bonus. We are still thawing people out. Okay. We have 3 alloys over there. We have 0 alloys over there. Okie dokie. Right, this guy is working on alloy. So we get 50 alloys out of him every 10 cycles. But obviously he's slow going. Alright, let's have a little look around. Destroyed command center. Here we go. So we're in the Theta Crucius. Oh my god, look at all this storm weather. What is with all the storms in space, man? It's not good. Fortunately, all of our ships are better equipped for storm stuff. We're gonna have to find an iron source straight away. So nice big chunky iron source, please. There we go. Okay, can we get the silicon in that sensor reading as well? There we go. Send a probe there straight away. We'll re-enable the fleet to pick stuff up again. All right, there we go. We're getting some iron into system. Probe is on its way. Let's hope that it can get there. The mining ships can get there, and we can get iron processing again before we run out of alloys once again. Main priority here. Okay, there we go. Some FE is up. The mining ships. Get that FE on top priority, please. There. Everything else can be secondary. Okay, a sector has converted to the cult of the hull. This has had a positive impact on the morale of the crew. The converts are waiting to hear your opinion on their worship. Sanctifying the Tiqqun and its facilities does not directly violate any DOLOS directives. Great. A cult. Embrace the writings of Bajarville. The Tiqqun is a body, the hull is its skin, we are its blood. Jesus. I mean, you really want to find meaning in something, don't you, I guess? Fine. From what I remember, because we've got... Let me just hit pause here a second. We've got the final tech level, Tech 4... Hull Temple is a thing, provides 1 stability whilst the cult of the hull is propagating in a sector. So, I mean, if we need to, we have a stability option there. We can improve stability. The Exo Fighting Dome provides 2 stability to the sector. The bonus can be extended to each sector connected via a train station. Nice. Right, we did research a drone bay. I want to build that somewhere. Obviously, building anything right now is a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. We want to upgrade the memorials as well. I suspect that we're going to be having stability issues very soon. So upgrading stability-based structures is probably going to be a good idea. But otherwise, a lot of the upgrades and stuff, we haven't even put a fire station down yet, are still locked. Anti-nihilist conditioning. I might get the train station unlocked. I think it's just quicker transfer of stuff over. Water treatment and nuclear power plant. These are definitely a must. Algae farm. Great. Observatory is completely optional. Provides stability, and A health sensor heals up to 100 injured crewmates simultaneously and accommodate injured crew from other sectors connected by train stations. All right, let's get this train station researching. Let's go. All right, let's get a science ship over to the destroyed command center here. Let's see what we got here. Although the command center of the Atamananke is heavily armored, the structure has suffered terrible bombardment. It appears as if something sliced through the larger superstructure of the this must have dislodged the center and separated it from the rest of the ship. Numerous pieces of debris and corpses float around the ruin. We have located a breach within the armor plating that should allow us to get inside. Enter the command center. Okay, we got some iron here. The ships are already bringing it back. We're down to 26 alloys. Sector 1 here. Let's get our iron processing, people. Here we go. That's the ticket. That's what we wanted. Brilliant. Keep that up, and we should be out of danger. Ish. Sector 1 has a bit of a homeless situation as well. This is just the situation. We have a bit of room. Yeah, let's send some non-workers over to Sector 2. Non-workers only. They've got about 100 less than 100. Send 50 over. Non-workers, Sector 1 to 2. That should keep them going for a little while. By repatriating the settlers from the colonization test, you have silenced some of the voices that question your natural philanthropy. The crew is delighted to be reunited with their friends and crewmates. Some see it as a sign that humanity is not doomed to die in space. Beyond hope, it fills them with courage. Great. Another trust bonus. Love it. Big freaking win. Destroyed command. The frozen rooms through which the Nvme's team have had to navigate are from a nightmare. Projectile damage covers most surface and there's signs of electrical fires having raged throughout the corridors. This does not discount the ever-present grim sight of severed corpses upon entering the bridge. The team discovered the bodies of the commander-in-chief and the other officers. It appears they took their own lives. We must retrieve the Remus data. The Tiqqun kept in close proximity to the command center. This allow the Nvme's team to use the station's power via the retractable telescope pole and access to the center's terminals. Yeah, go for it. Do it. Alright, good. We have officially completed 1,000 cycles, ladies and gents. Bang on. We've got 2 requests. Okay. The animosity between former crew members of the Protagoras and the Atamananke is becoming a problem. The accommodating survivors from both crews together in the Tiqqun threatens the stability of the station. Claim program attempts temporary separation until tensions ease. Initiate population transfer and individual will be sorted automatically using DLS data. 100 crew members will be moved to Sector 2 to 3 to address this. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll try. The debris field we've entered is mostly comprised of corpses. The floating bodies bump against the hull and create sounds that reverberate through the Tiqqun sectors. This is not providing beneficial crew morale. DLS reports indicate that EVA crews are discussing their experiences working outside the Tiqqun with colleagues in mess halls, compounding the problem. Good! Corpse field! The crew's morale will be affected. Awesome! They're fine, they're happy, look. They're happy! Happy. Look how happy they all are. Happy that they're being bombarded with corpses. Okay, right, so once I get some alloy over here, I can resume these houses and we can actually move that 100 people over. But for now, they have to stay put, otherwise we'll have a homelessness thing on. Alloy is starting to pour in now, so it should start sharing quite quickly. Sector 1's alloy is 50, so should already start be filtering over to Sector 3. Get those houses built. Meanwhile, we are probing. We are probing for more iron. Alright, science team. Administrator, the Remus coordinates aren't here. As you know, Vol coordinates are incredibly complex algorithms that require advanced technology. Look at my extendable Tiqqun penis. It's massive. That is a monster. Right, sorry. Where did I get to? Right, the required advanced technology for the storage and application. We did identify a storage area within the command center where such equipment, perhaps including that stolen from the Protagoras, should have been held. It has been ripped away, torn by cutting lasers and taken. There is small hope. A single damaged calculator terminal was found. Power supplied from the Tiqqun has allowed us to access. It appears that the Atamananke's final moments, while they attempted to address the colossal damage done to their ship. The crew were able to identify and record the self-similar signature of their attacker as it withdrew. Perhaps they hoped to later mount some sort of pursuit to recover the stolen coordinates of Remus. We are now in possession of that signature. It belongs to the Piranesi, a ship of the Black Market Society. This is where our hope fades. The few officers' logs we have found that detail the attack are terrifying. It seems highly likely the coordinates of Remus are now on board the Piranesi. Having processed the data we have found within the center, and thanks to old recordings are now inactive distress signals, we have been able to locate other parts of the Etamananke, which have drifted across the system. Investigate further into the attack. Determine the Etamananke's previous mission objectives. This one. Determine the attack. What are we up against? As the Etamananke paused in the Crux system, it was surprised and attacked by the Piranesi. Reports indicate colossal casualties. The UN crew was able to find a flaw in the Piranesi's defense system and managed to mount a bombarding assault. The Piranesi responded by firing its main weapon before fleeing the system. The last survivors of the attack, who could not enter cryonic pods, either died from the cold or slowly asphyxiated in the days that followed. Brutal. Alright, determine their last objectives as well then, please. By powering the command center, the Erlenmeyer's team was able to extract and analyze core mission data. The Etamananke was a UN ship initially launched to find other exoplanets. Early data logs from their voyage indicate a glaring lack of preparation to accomplish such a task. In the absence of a habitable exoplanet, they seem to have concentrated on the search for what the UN has designated as enemies of humanity, DOLOS, and the Ashtongites. By boarding the Protagoras, the Etamananke was able to locate Remus. Ooh. Leave. Can we not do any salvaging here? Resource extraction? Anything like that, please? Maybe a little bit? Possibly? Alright, well, just extract the science then, I guess. There is a lot of science to be extracting. Our probing has been pretty successful. Okay, good. We have transferred our population over, and we've got a call.
We have found the Piranesi signature stored in the Etamananke's destroyed command center.
Lovely, lovely.
It is a ship unlike any other in our records. A formidable opponent, now in possession of the Remus coordinates. The eventual failure of the Tiqqun's hull is inevitable. We have no other choice but to confront the Piranesi. Before we leave the system, we must find a way to develop an effective countermeasure strategy.
Agreed. That would be good. Yes. Arc of Humanity is a new objective. Okay. Have 4 sectors unlocked. Awaken 2,000 cryopods. Oh! I've already just got the hang of 3 sectors. And now once we open a 4th one, I'm like, I'm becoming, like, managing this stuff right now is becoming quite tricky. Like, just with 3 sectors. I can't imagine what it would be like with 6 sectors open. I would be constantly scrolling through and going, population, yes, 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 it's good. There are another 2,000 cryopods, huh? How to be opened, right. I got my food up by upgrading the crop farms. This is the music, man. This game is bleak. Industrial enzyme food production is 30% faster. I mean, yeah, we need to get this food stuff upgraded, really. Stellar cuisine. One food can feed 50% more crew per meal. Yeah. Yeah. Research, please. Thank you very much. I want to get the food situation really sorted. And we'll research that as well. Okay. We should probably research our tech lab a bit more as well and increase the amount of tech that it gets. So the next one we can research speed is faster, but that's not necessarily as important as like having more research, basically. Okay. So I got a little bit more room in this sector to add more food to it as need be. Sector 2, 13 of the crew members sector lacking quarters. Okay, so I need to add some more housing to Sector 2, despite the freaking cell housing that I've got in here. But this sector is our population center, despite it also being industrial. All right, unlock Sector 4. Yeah, this will be interesting. Alright, so summary of the intelligence of the Etamananke game, wreckage, blah blah blah. So we found something. Okay, we are on site. This part of the Etamananke was responsible for the ship's food production. Production was divided into 2 zones, vegetable and animal. We have also identified a self-contained area generating a heat signature. The area is small, but it's not impossible that some survivors may be sheltering there. Make a cautious approach towards Yeah, breach it! Breach! Let's cautiously approach, shall we? I'm not sure that they would be into much more fighting, to be honest, would they? I mean, maybe. Let's see. It'll be interesting to see the animal pens, but I suspect all the animals are dead. Or at least, you know, they should be by now, I would have thought. I need to find more resources. I'm finding a lot of like little things to investigate, but not much in the way of resources. Well, there you go. There's another iron field. Lovely. Okay, upon entering the area, the crew of the Erlenmeyer were confronted by a UN soldier exhibiting extreme signs of dementia, yelling the words, "Die, dollar scum." They opened fire on our team. Ugh. The confrontation ended with the depressurization of the area due to projectile fire and the death of both the soldier and 2 of Erlenmeyer's team. Investigating what they could afterwards, the team has concluded that this was a place of indoctrination for the surrounding production zone workers. Remains of a statue dedicated to the glory of the Aftermanke commanders were found, as well as other art pieces aimed at condemning the enemies of humanity, Dolos and the Ashtonkites. 2 crew members killed, Jeremy and Urja. Son of a bastards. I should have breached. But, you know, I would just imagine explosives in that area, you know? Oh, dear. So let's investigate the vegetable zone. Let's see what they can get out of that. Damn it, son of a bastards. 2 crew members down already. When will I pick the correct things? I don't know, you know? Oh, hello. There's a nice strong iron signature there. You get the carbon as well. Bingo. Alright, so drilling through several layers of debris, the team finally reached the vegetable production area. They were greeted by the floating corpses of UN soldiers and crew. A few district workers seem to have reached emergency cryopods before depressurization. Hydroponic technology was used aboard the Etmananke to grow fruits and vegetables in large vertical aisles. Recovered yield report details how hierarchical rationing reserved the rarest of food for higher ranking crew members. Although the remaining food production facilities are usable, only a few intact storage containers were found by the team. Feed resources have been prepared for extraction. Personalized instructions upgrade unlocked for crop farm. Alright, let's check out the animal pens while we're there. Production area has been gutted for several... Was that a dog? Several hundred meters. Huge amount of floating carcasses made it difficult for the team to differentiate between what is animal and what is not. The team did find several working cryopods and have prepared these for extraction. Production seems mainly to have been galliform, though there are signs that rarer meats were produced. The Erlenmeyer's team wishes to specifically know that they found a cryopod containing a dog. The owner seems to have decided the animal's life was more important than their own. Their corpse hangs onto the pod. Ah! Doggo! Yeah! Yeah, we need the doggo. Bring the doggo. I will not accept no. Yeah, we need the doggo. That's all. I will say no more. Our HUD integrity got absolute beating when I built a solar panel. So I need to leave that to rebuild for a while. Administrator, I did not expect this decision. I would remind you that DOLOS regulations prohibit animals aboard the Tiqqun. I do postulate, however, that the animal's presence may be good for crew morale. You're damn right! Everybody will love to see a doggo. Leave the wreckage of the food production district. Yes, please. Man's best friend, achievement unlocked on Steam. Thank you very much. Lovely. Alright, so I think we've got all the science there already, haven't we? So you need to go back to the Tiqqun to replenish your crew. And then I think we'll send you to the industrial zone and the reactor wreckage before we go out and check these planets out. In the meantime, more probing. Okay, so the industrial zone wreckage then. We have arrived at the ruined industrial zone. The view is intriguing. In addition to the general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metals that have solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum of space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. The structure tear extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. Interesting. Yellow particles. Let's start with the exploring. I would like to know the source of the yellow particles, but also I'm like, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Let's explore. Don't like it. I don't want to lose any more freaking ships. Ain't happening. Not this time. Not this time. Okay, we're not going to have a better time. We're not going to have a better time to open Sector 4, so let's go ahead. Hang on, let me see. Is it Sector 4 I've got to open, or can I open Sector 6? I have 4 sectors unlocked. Ooh, maybe I should do Sector 6. Because I've already got a train station on Sector 1. Although it's difficult to actually see it. But there are trains running between Sector 1 and 2 now. Which is lovely. I'm going to open Sector 6. I'm doing it. Sector 6! I did it. I pressed the button. This should drop our hull restoration ability by 8 points. So we'll go down to plus 16. But it should still be okay. And maybe we can do some more research into EVA airlock stuff. Okay, the industrial zone itself is devastated by factory, machinery, and crew covered by flying molten metal as depressurization occurred. As the metal solidified, grisly monuments were created. Sometimes all that remains of a body is a cracked metal shell. Cryopods found in this area have either been covered by steel or compromised. Our team was able to gather some information about the Atamalanke's production methods. There's 20 science. Okay, let's investigate the storage area. Still ignoring that yellow particle nonsense, please. Not sure I want to really deal with that. Okay. Okay, so Sector 6 is open. It is open. Okie dokie. We have got to put one of these down. And thanks for nothing, game. You've made it impossible. You bastard. I always like to put these in the corner. But it looks like I'm going to have to put it down and then take it apart later, which is irritating. But there we go. So I'm thinking Sector 6 will be a population center. I'm wondering about moving the cryonics from Sector 1 and having a spaceport here with cargo ships and stuff. Maybe a second science vessel, I don't know. Where we can basically bring crews directly into here, thaw them out, and then house them all here as well, moving workers through to the other sectors as necessary. So it would be pretty much all cell housing along the walls, in which case probably best if I don't build my usual is to build all the storage along the walls, because it's a perfect gap between the roads to the next sector for storage lockers. But if we do cell housing, that's not going to be possible. Okay, so let's build up Sector 6. Oh, how's our waste situation? Minus 6.8. God damn. This is the problem. If we run out of waste, which we are going to, because we're at minus 6.8 per cycle, one of my mushroom farms will shut down. So the stuff that really produce waste are the farms. So as population increases exponentially, we're going to need another crop farm, and that will increase the amount of waste we produce. So maybe we're okay. We'll be okay, but yeah, long term, yeah, not really. Sector 6, yeah, okay. Alright, so the storage area seems to have been the battleground for a large violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weaponry. Apart from the cutting laser marks across bodies and containers, there is no evidence that identifies the invader. A large majority of the storage area seems to have been emptied, but after some searching, the Erlenmeyer's team located a number of intact cryopods and resource containers. Everything has been prepared for extraction. Sweet. Okay, last no option but to look for the source of the yellow particles. Fingers crossed it doesn't just murder my entire crew. That would be savage. Team, follow the trail of the yellow particles through the vacuum to another section of the Atamalanke's wreckage. It appears to have been at least partially spared from the destruction we have seen elsewhere. Particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of yellow squash. A bed of these frozen plants surround a large bronze sculpture, a depiction of Earth, crowned with laurels. Many messages are left near the sculpture, railing against the perceived enemies of humanity, DOLOS and the Ashtagan, whatever. A plaque at its base reads, against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness with which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity. And the memory of our life on Earth. There is a compartment beneath the plaque in which a sealed time capsule was found. It seems possible it could be opened. This is not going to be a good thing. Fine. You're going to do it. Every part of my is like, no, just leave it, let's leave it. But then also, for the show, right? For the content, people. Here we go. Okie dokie. Inside the capsule were toys and every other everyday items. Several objects were of unknown purpose. There was a packet of newspaper clippings that revealed some of what happened after the Tiqqun's first interstellar similar space. There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystem, accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect population from eco-terrorists and the continuous waves of pandemics. They prioritized corporate practices that supported the environment and its preservation. Individual responsibilities seem to have become paramount. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented to counter any further acceleration of ecosystem destruction. In this time of crisis, and guided by the government, society seems to have turned on politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. One after the other, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyper-consumerism. The Etamananke was to be the great arc, the global project that would save humanity. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government would be allowed on board. The Ashtagites, fanatics of mysticism and proponents of genetic manipulation, were left behind on Earth with the deviants and dissidents. And considering we've been to Earth and everybody was dead, Dave, I guess they didn't survive. Self-cleaning lubricants upgrade unlocked for the waste treatment center. Lovely. Okay, and 45 sciences. Okay. All right. Not the disaster I expected it to be. Let's leave the wreckage. Gather that science, and we'll try the reactor wreckage next. Is it me, or is this storm in Theta Crucis is moving? It's moving. These resources that were once not in the storm are now in the storm. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to find some places. Oh my god, this is not good. I need to place. I can't run the Tiqqun that far into the sector in one go. I need places to stop along the way. I don't have the battery power to run it for that long, or I could just freaking go for it, you know, and try and get over here. Freaking hell. Probe is sucking right now. There, I guess. I don't know. This is bad. I've only just realized that frickin' thing is moving. Oh boy. Okay, the science ship is finished. Let's go to the reactor wreckage.
Has occurred in the
When doesn't it? This is a massive storm as well. I'm guessing it's just going to move through the system and...
space weather.
Ah! What? Probe was lost.
Ship has arrived at its destination.
The probe just got backed. Constructs faster or are faster. There's no protection against weather. Okay. This is a situation. Tiqqun hull. Kinetic compensation. The hull takes less damage from impacts. Hull's deterioration whilst moving is reduced. I want both of those. Research that, then that. We're going to need freaking all the hull we can get. Very, very soon. Oh boy. Alright, the reactor ruins. Investigate the thrusters, inspect the engine, investigate the engine supervision area, or leave the ruined propulsion system. We have arrived at the site. Only two of the Etamananke's massive reactors remain. Initial reconnaissance revealed 3 places of interest: the thrusters, the engine, and the supervision area. I think we should start with the supervision area. Personally, that might tell us a bit more information before we check out the other things. I'm sending another probe into the storm in the hope that it will survive and find me somewhere I can actually run the Tiqqun to before we off into the mist, as it were. Now, my science ships, cargo ships, and mining ships are somewhat protected against weathers. The Tiqqun is not. The Tiqqun will take damage, and the thing is, it will take damage to its solar panels first. Now, if I take damage to the solar panels, I don't have enough polymer. I do just have enough polymer. I'm going to have to create a backup solar panel. I can, you know. Yeah, of course it has. Okay, fine. This is going to hit our hull integrity quite severely as well. Okay, let's have a little look. See, I need to get an infirmary up in Sector 6 soon, but the reactor thing is here. Okay. Okay, they're right there. Okay, the engine supervision area was mainly occupied by those of rank. Some had time to enter cryopods before the apparent depressurization of the area. Analysis of remaining computer infrastructure indicates that their directives were merciless towards the engine room workers. They treated them as expendable outcasts. There are traces throughout the entire supervisory district of hacking attempts. All ship computers dedicated to the engines and reactors were compromised, preventing the Nvme from maneuvering and causing power failures throughout the substructure. The Nvme's team has managed to extract remnants of the computer's protocols that were used to do this. These fragments of code point to an author, the BMS. Relevant data has been sent to the Tiqqun's tech lab for more detailed analysis. New event, Pirate. Yeah, let's investigate the engine room. New event, Pirate. That's troubling. Build enough batteries so that at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Where the fuck am I going to fit all these batteries? So this guy's got 2.5 cycles, which means I have to have another 4 batteries to fill that power requirement. How many houses have we got? 704, 667. We can get rid of maybe a couple of houses here, I think, maybe. Wow, another 5 batteries, huh? Nope, that ain't gonna work. The Nvme's engines were not supported by a PA or even a basic AI. Instead, crew members were constantly monitoring, adjusting and repairing the engines and thrusters. Their living conditions were extremely precarious, and it would seem many of them were either prisoners or rejects from the population on board the Nvme. Traces of writing were found within some of the dormitory cells referring to genetic conatus and the Ashtongites. There are records of several serious breakdowns before the final explosion. Crew members would work waist deep in coolant, some dying while performing their tasks within the toxic substance. Those who refused were executed by their supervisors. Damn! Alright, investigate the thrusters. Damn, dudes! This storm is getting precariously close. I don't like it. Right, I have a situation with polymers at the moment. Polymers. I need all the polymers I can to build these solar panels. I need 225, and I don't have enough. Because what was happening was the Quicksilver, which is supposed to be delivering carbon to me, couldn't deliver anything because it was full of fecking ice. And it couldn't deliver any more ice, so it was just stuck there. You have to go into the actual thing and see what is going on. And currently the Quicksilver is waiting. So the ice should be going to Sector 3, but Sector 3 is also full of ice. You know, a lot of ice. Ridiculous amounts of ice. I don't know what to do with all this fecking ice. So much ice! It's stupid! To be honest, it's probably best if we just cool it on the ice for a bit. Pardon the expression. Okay, science ship has completed its task, is it? Okay, good. The Nvme seemed capable of achieving 2 different types of propulsion. The intra-system mode of propulsion has many similarities to the EKB. Cross-referencing mission data reveals a number of matches to the encounter near Saturn during the Tiqqun's initial test phase. Their inter-system propulsion covers many of the basic operations of the Vol engine. Our team has noted that the remains of numerous accreditation areas. Access to and knowledge of the propulsion modes seem to have been strictly regulated. 2 reactors were damaged at the same time as the large superstructure, and analysis has revealed traces of gluon particles. Gluon? Get me that science. Oh god! Look at it go! The storm is nearly here. And a gap has opened up. Like there. There's got to be something there. But what would be there? Something there, but the probes just get instantly destroyed. So basically, is the more I advance the story, I guess. I don't know whether it's story based or like time based. You know, the storm moving. You know what I mean? I've just lost 2 ships to weather events, which is very irritating. I wonder if there's more research we can do into our ships to protect them now. They move 20% faster. That's not helpful. It's not helpful. Mine 25. Yeah, that's not helpful either. Okay, so basically RNG is kicking my ass right now. So I'm building a new cargo ship because ultimately I need polymers to build new mining ships. So I need the Quicksilver to go and get the carbon. Not the Quicksilver. The Quicksilver was lost, sorry. Quicksilver is now the Mimsbrun. The corpses floating outside the station has a timer on it. Fuck you! It literally is just left the ship. It's been destroyed. What an asshole! Are you f***ing kidding me? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's so Fucking annoying. You just built the damn thing and it's been destroyed. God. It's going here. Okay, so I need to select this to avoid. I need to select this to avoid. But if this freaking stuff comes closer, I select multiple things to tell it to avoid. That would be useful. I'm gonna have to move the Tiqqun. I don't want to because the hull is still freaking wrecked from when I built that solar panel. But I'm thinking we move the Tiqqun. We move it to these resource nodes? No, we can't. We've got nowhere to move it to. The industrial zone, wreckage maybe. Further we move it away. That's 4.9 cycles. 4.8 to the depressurized R&D district or the destroyed docking bay. This is a nightmare. I need to get some carbon. I need polymers. I'm out of fucking polymers. Especially now because I just lost that arsing cargo ship again.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
You've got to be kidding me right now. Yeah, well, I've just lost another ship. Ah! Yeah, the guy that was here. That was on the edge of the storm. So the reinforcements that I've given my ships just ain't working, is it? It ain't working. I want to be able to select everything here and tell them to avoid it so they can move the Tiqqun and just get through this storm. Oh my god. This sucks, guys. Absolutely sucks. I cannot afford to be losing ships like this. They cost too much to replace now. Oh god.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
Yeah, literally. Everybody back freaking now. I gotta remove the priorities of all these stuff. I gotta preserve some ships. Just get back to the Tiqqun now. Science ship is the only one that's still out. Currently standing by. What do you mean currently standing by? Get to the Tiqqun. I had the bloody game paused, didn't I? Everybody back. Which means we're going to be living on 259, 48, 47, 46, 45, 43, 40. Back. Alloys. Okay, science ship. Back to Tiqqun.
A ship has
Mother
been destroyed by a space weather
Tiqqun. Freaking get the hell out of here. 4.8 cycles. Yes. I will deal with... just have to shut everything down. Power-wise, I just have to turn everything...
Entering stellar storm.
Yeah, no shit. Caution is right. So, shut down every factory, every freaking thing that can be turned off needs to be turned off. Basically, if it's got power going in and out, everything but food needs to be turned off to preserve as much battery power as possible. So that's 4.8 cycles there, and that's good. 3.1 over here. We can turn off all these ice stockpiles that are full. 4.6. And sector 1 already has 5.6 worth of battery, and sector 6, well, they're fucked anyway. So, let's get the Tiqqun out, get it moving through this storm. The station is now vulnerable to meteorological events. Really? -4 hull integrity. Just going down and down and down and down. Try not to get the ship blown up then, yeah? Okay, we're out of the storm. Batteries have lasted in the 3 main sectors, and we're here. Okay. Oh, my God. We need to probe. I need to turn the probe thingy on. So I need to turn everything back on again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that a fire? Why is the water on fire? I don't have a fire station here. I have a fire station unlocked, but I don't have a fire station actually built here. Can we get this switch put out? Or do I need to build a freaking 60 and 1 circuit? Oh, I got 55 and 1 in there. I'm gonna need to build this in order to put the fire out. Okay, build it. Just build it. ASAP. Alright, we need to probe. We need to, yeah, probing as well. Sorry, I got distracted by the fire. I forgot to probe. Iron and carbon there, go. We lost the science ship. We lost cargo ships. My fleet is just cut down into pieces. I don't have a mining ship. Of course, I need a mining ship to actually mine the materials that I find. Yeah. That's not where the mining ship should be. No, that's Sector 3. Cancel that. Sector 2. Can I have a mining ship, please? Thank you. You're the one with the polymers, after all. Go. Probe scanned. Lovely. There is iron there. Lovely. Okay, good. Jesus Christ. This is a freaking... minus 112? Why? Not enough alloy. Are you f***ing with me right now? 52 alloy in this sector. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna die. 112. 132. That's gonna disappear incredibly quickly. Right, so you need 5, okay? You need none. You need everything. You need Sector 6. You need 0 as well. So could you transfer all of your alloy to Sector 1, please? Meanwhile, Sector 1, demolish that, and demolish that to get some alloy back. And that, may as well. And get these frickin' EVA things up and running again, please. Oh, Jesus, minus 2. Okay, they're running. Can you get a frickin' mining ship built? Built. No? Where is it? Building. Brilliant. 75. Oh, God. Minus 2. Why are you minus 2? Damaged buildings.
Request awaits your attention.
Oh, freaking damaging buildings. Can you lot just shut the fuck up for 5 seconds, please? My God. Right. Repair that building, please. Good. Plus 18. Thank you. Right. Turn you on. Start pouring more alloy out, please. You know what? And you. Fire up. Fire up. I don't know why you had... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? 50% within 15 cycles. It's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Sure. Good. I've got to turn all of the things over here off. I can't multi-select them either. I have to select every single one individually and say avoid. 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 Compelling gameplay right here, ladies and gents. So I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that this game is fucking hard. And it really does throw all the shit at you all at once. But unless this storm turns around and comes back the other way, which I wouldn't put it past this fucking game, I should be okay from this point. And I'm hoping that it clears beyond this area as well, and we can go back and retrieve these cryopods and whatnot. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with over here, and I've restored the hull, so
a probe has completed its scan.
we're on our way. I think we just need to solve the light resource crisis that we now have. Apart from ice, we're doing all right for ice. That's all we got time for today, ladies and gentlemen, but I do hope you are enjoying Ixion. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time, assuming the Tiqqun survives. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.